NFC tags make it really easy to automate most things with Home Assistant. But if you're not really sure what you would want to use it for, here are 3 crazy NFC tag ideas to hopefully get some of the creative juices flowing. These are things I actually have set up in my place, and we'll go through each one, and then after that, I'll show you how I've automated each one of these ideas. So let's get right to it. Crazy idea number 1 is automating appliance maintenance schedules. Appliances need regular maintenance to maximize their lifespan, and fixing broken appliances can be really expensive sometimes. And if you're anything like me, I often forget how often things should be maintained, or thankfully NFC tags give us an easy way to keep track of when we last maintained or serviced our appliances. For example, on the side of my dishwasher, I have an NFC tag stuck to the side. So when that tag hasn't been scanned, Home Assistant sends me a notification. So same thing for other appliances in my home, like the fridge or the water heater or the oven, stuff like that. But one thing you're going to want to keep in mind is that regular NFC tags like this one will not work on things that are made of metal, like aluminum. Those you're going to need special NFC tags for. Those are called metal NFC tags or anti-metal NFC tags, something like that. Because of the way these are powered with your phone, the metal gets in the way of powering these up, and so you're going to need a special tag in order to maintain appliances that are made with metal. It's like if you have a stainless steel appliance, you're going to need a special type of NFC tag. I have links to the different types in the description, but another thing that I found that really gets the creative juices flowing for NFC tags is interacting with decorations that most people wouldn't expect. Because NFC tags are really small, they can be put just about anywhere. This means they can be hidden in places that most people won't even, think of looking. And so if you've watched some of my videos in the past, like this one from the Everything Presents Lite video that I did a few months back, you'll notice that there are these vinyl albums on the wall behind me. These albums aren't just decorations, they actually have a secret automation inside that almost no one knew about until just now. Each of those album covers not only has the original record still inside, but in the lower left-hand corner, there's an NFC tag that corresponds with each one of those albums. So when I scan one of those albums, kind of like this, it will load that album on my speakers and TV and then play it through the Spotify app. Now that's pretty cool. Now I'm not going to play the actual music here for copyright reasons, but you can tell that the album was loaded onto the app and that it's actually playing. More on how to set that up here in a moment. NFC tags can also be really useful for reminding you what's going on with a specific thing. And so crazy idea number 3, keeping track of gardening information for different types of plants. Now, I didn't go with a watering schedule for the plants, kind of like I had done with the appliance maintenance, because I think watering reminders is better handled by something like the Apollo PLT-1 or some other similar device that keeps track of the soil moisture. I'll be going over that in a future video, so be sure to get subscribed. And so each of my pots has an NFC tag on the side that I can scan with my phone, and I get a notification sent to me for that specific plant about how much light it needs per day, when I need to add fertilizer, and so on. Some basic care instructions and other information that might be relevant. And that actually might be a good automation idea too, now that I think about it, for the fertilizer thing. So I may have came up with another idea. That's great. But anyways, you can use these NFC tags in order to send you information that you might have forgotten about that specific plant. So, okay, we've gone through these ideas, but how do you actually set them up for you? And so here's how to set each one of these up. Adding an NFC tag in Home Assistant, super easy. In the Home Assistant app, you can then give it a name, and then it will then save that name and ID directly onto the tag itself. You just get the NFC tag and you hold it to the back of the phone, and then in your automation, you can use the tag trigger here in order to do something when that specific tag has been scanned. So for the maintenance reminder automation, for example, I have an input date time helper created to keep track of when I scanned the tag. And then I also have a template sensor that figures out how many days it is from today back to when that tag was last scanned. And then I have 2 automations per device. One automation will update the last updated time for a specific appliance, and then a second will detect how many days have passed since the sensor was last changed, and if it's more than a specific interval, then it sends me a notification that says, hey, maintain your appliance. For the vinyl album automations, those were a little trickier. For those, I created NFC tags in Home Assistant for each album, just like I did for the appliance. And I created an automation for each of the albums, similar to how I did for the appliance also. But instead of copying all the commands to turn on my TV, load the Spotify app, and all this other stuff, I created a single script that has all those steps in it. And so I then call that script from each of the album automations. And so that way I have everything in one spot, but it's used by many different types of automations. So that keeps our automations and scripts a little bit cleaner. I followed the instructions to set up Spotify in the Home Assistant docs, and they were pretty easy to follow, and they worked pretty well. Once I got all that set up, there was one quirk that I had to do in order for Spotify to know which album I wanted to play. And so I had to get the album ID for each of the albums that I wanted to control with my automations. So for those, you have to open up Spotify, you have to go to that album, you right-click on the album art, and then you go to share and you copy that URL. We only need part of this URL, so you can remove everything before the slash and then everything after the question mark, and then the alphanumeric character string that's left over, that's the album ID. And so that you want to copy into each one of your automations like so. And then in the script, it needs to be in a special format. And so I made a variable in that script. And so each automation passes in their album ID, and then the script takes that album ID, creates the full Spotify string, and then tells Spotify, hey, play this on my client app. And so you can see in these steps here, I have script steps that turn on my TV in stereo, that load the Spotify app on my NVIDIA Shield. It then tells the Spotify integration where to play the music, and then we finally give it the album ID to play, and then we tell it to start. And as you can see in the video, it plays on my stereo speakers. That was actually really cool to pull out at parties because it just looks like a decoration, but then it ends up actually being a cool automation. It's usually pretty cool to impress certain people, if you know what I'm saying. Now, the plant automations were by far the easiest ones. Those you just create the NFC tag in Home Assistant like before, and then you can create an automation with the information pre-populated if you have it handy, and then it'll just send it directly to you if you need just a quick reminder. If you don't have it handy, you could use the AI task integration instead and get the information from like ChatGPT or something, or you could just Google that information and then add it directly into your automation. Either way will work, but NFC tags aren't the only way to automate things in Home Assistant. You probably have devices around your home that you could be controlling, but you didn't even know were controllable. And so in this video, I show you how to get Bluetooth set up and configured in Home Assistant. That way you can control those devices in your automations. And so, I'll see you in the next one.